There's nothing more frustrating and tiring to watch someone else making progress and you not. Well, that might be because probably you are missing a few key exercises in order to speed up your progress. But you are on the right place because today I am going to share my top 10 weapons in order to transform your practice routine. And well, with that, yeah, you will rock on the cello. So stick around because there's gonna be one exercise that's gonna scare the heck out of you. But trust me, once you dominate it, you will win an absurd amount of time. You can thank me later. Let's dive in. Coming up on number 10, very obvious, skill practice. No, you're kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. A very interesting fact. I did a research on exactly 100 people and only 40% of them are dedicated to scales. Yeah, 40 out of the 100. That's a pretty low score. And I asked them, what made them to play better on the cello? Yes, scales. Look, I know you might not like scales, you might not enjoy it, but scales are the foundation of your playing. Besides of that, in many musical pieces, you will encounter scales all the time. You don't believe me? But it does not have to be complicated. I just like to spice things up. Start with simple scales in different keys. Focus on intonation, a smooth bow changes, and even finger placement. Scales are good for that. You know, you can practice on these little details because when you're gonna practice a musical piece, right? You have so much information going on. You know, you have the music, you have the left hand, the right hand, everything. Meanwhile, in scales, you know, you play note per note and you can choose the tempo, you know, and you can work, for instance, on vibrato, you can work on tone quality, sound quality, intonation, bow changes, shiftings, and so on. You can name it. So here's gonna be a demonstration of a simple G major scale, just one octave. I'm gonna do it slow and then I will gradually go faster. What did I pay attention when I was playing the G major scale? I was paying attention mostly on the sound. You know, for me, that is the most important thing, the sound and the intonation. So as you could clearly see, I was playing with my arm. I was trying to feel the weight into the string, of course, without scratching, to make this full sound. In the left hand, you probably noticed that I was hammering a little bit. I mean, I would not do it too much, but just a little bit, you know, because without articulation, finger articulation, there's going to be a bad intonation. Just an example here, check it out. So you see, with articulation, there is accuracy. Now I'm going to play without. Look at the difference. So it's completely inconsistent. And I'm not exaggerating. I was not trying to play extremely bad. No, it's just the way it is. And you noticed when I was going faster, I was working on finger dexterity, which is gonna be very useful because or else you're gonna play forever slow stuff. But okay, anyways, that scale, G major, 1 octave or 2 octaves, that's a piece of cake. As you will get comfortable with time, try to do scales with more sharps, with flats, you know, just to challenge yourself and to get out of the comfort zone. Next up, number 9, arpeggio exercises. Anyways, arpeggios are amazing to map the fingerboard, finger placement, and of course the famous shiftings. Again, start with basic major and minor arpeggios. Let's try a C major arpeggio. Did you notice how my fingers, they move smoothly in between the notes? Practicing arpeggios in different positions, just like I did, will give you a better control about everything. Again, of course, with time, when you're ready, challenge yourself with more complex arpeggios. You know, again, key signatures or add one more octave, go in the higher positions. The sky has no limit. By the way, arpeggios are my favorite exercises. But what about you? What is your favorite exercise? What's helping you for improvement? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, coming up at number 8, thumb position exercises. Focus on the thumb position in higher registers. Practice scales and simple melodies in thumb position in order to get more familiar around these areas over here. No, of course, you don't need to practice that fast. I mean, you can, of course. Now, take the tempo that you're most comfortable with. It can be very slow. It can be one note per bow, like that. And blah, blah, blah. And with time, when you're getting more comfortable, speed up and go faster. Anyway, playing in thumb position will just expand your range and you will have a more variety of repertoire. I guess you don't want to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star forever. And talking about the thumb, if you're liking this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you're new on this channel, welcome, I'm Ilia Laporev. If this is the kind of lessons that you're searching for, then consider to subscribe. Alright, number 7, long bows. Long bows is essential for developing a free and controlled bow arm. Play around with it, so you can find the perfect sound that you want. If you think that playing long bows on an open string or one particular note is a waste of time, you're wrong. Because you are feeding the instrument and the instrument will respond to you. It will open the sound if done properly. It's actually very easy. It's actually more like a meditational session. For some of you not, for some it might be a nightmare. But approach it more like a meditation moment. Just play 4 beats at once, so like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And try to find the best sound you can get. Maybe open string sometimes is better. Sometimes on the A string, it's a little bit sharp. So maybe we can go to the warmer ones. That's a little bit better. Although for some of you, the D string is the worst string, so why we don't go to the lower ones? There, juicy, nice. So here you need to focus on bow changes. Don't be afraid to change the bow. Continue all the time. Don't stop, like that. Or like that. No. Just very naturally. By the way, don't be a perfectionist. Because when you strive for perfection, you will get obsessed with it and then it will not work at all. Just let it go naturally. This takes time. Regular bow drills like these will make a huge difference for you. Alright, next one. Double stops. Double stops are great for improving finger strength and intonation. You can start with simple double stops and again, with time, go for the more complex ones. Double stops, they require precise finger placement. So take your time to get them right. And they're very hard, so if you're not ready yet, wait for it. Right, next, shift exercises. Smooth shifting is crucial for fluid playing. Well, that's obvious. Practice shifting between positions at first. You can do it like this. Or anyway, there are so many combinations. This is a very important technique because shiftings we have everywhere. Starting, you know, with the piece that everyone wants to play. Anyway, what what is very important in shifts is that they have to be very smooth and accurate, so no bumps. More like this. So smooth, but accurate. Light. And not like this, not aggressive. No. Right, coming up next, trills. These exercises, they are great for finger agility and control. You can start with simple trills between two notes. And for this, I like to use Studies of the Young Cellist by Louis Fayard, exercise number 1. You can find it here in my YouTube channel. So you start slowly and then gradually you increase the speed as your fingers get more comfortable. So I'm gonna play a little bit of the number 1 so you have an idea. I will not play the whole thing through. Blah blah blah. Now a little bit faster. Blah blah blah. And so on, and then faster. So you see, I'm getting close already. That's hard, by the way. With the pick, it's hard. And then until that's your trill. So you see, gradually you increase the speed. Ha! Etudes. Etudes, they're like mini pieces that focuses on specific technical challenges. You can choose etudes that is addressing your pain points. For instance, I have a pain point with coordination between the right and the left hand in a faster tempo. So in this case, I will choose popper. Of course, I don't have this problem, but I always can refine it, of course. But no, don't play it through like I did. Of course, you will focus, you will practice it, and your teacher or whoever is coaching you will, of course, guide you. And by the way, etudes are a great way to apply your skills in a musical context. Now, coming up on number 2, it's a little bit the same as number 10, but this time is scale variations. So don't just play scales up and down like we did in number 10 and then the way back. No, add some variations like put some thirds, chromatic scales, and scales with different rhythms. So for instance, thirds in C major would be like this. So the normal scale is this. What you can do is this. Chromatic scales, and so on. And then we have the rhythm one. This is very good also, you know, for bowing techniques. And there are so many other variations. There are many great scale books. I think The Art of Scales by Wells Cunningham has nice variations into it. I think the Jan Polsky scale system has it. Galamian, not sure, don't think so. Anyways, you just find out by yourself, but I think this is a good start. The Art of Scales by Wells Cunningham and Jan Polsky scale system. Now, big number 1, the one that you were all waiting for. It's a little bit a strange exercise. Maybe some of you will think that makes no sense, but I think this is a banger. Sight reading. Sight reading is just a fantastic way to discover new music and to improve your overall musicianship. And besides, once you're a good sight reader, you don't need to practice anymore your orchestra parts if you're in an orchestra. Meanwhile, your colleagues are drilling, you can just lay down on the couch and relax. Yeah, but for that you need first a rock solid foundation. So that's why you're gonna apply the previous steps in order to arrive at this number 1. Of course, it's not only about building a solid foundation, a technical foundation, it's also experience. So try it, you know, on your practice sessions. Take a piece of music that is on your level and just sight read it. Whatever, you know, if you make mistakes out of tune, don't dwell on it. Just read the notes, read the notes. So you're working on mobility. This is very important. Okay, enough. Okay, next day you do another piece. Everything on your level, and you will see that it's gonna be easier for you to read. And always try to read in advance. So when you're playing the first measure, already take a look at the second measure. Anyway, it's about training. You will see that it's gonna be great. Anyways, I have built a beautiful, generous playlist full of etudes and exercises that will bring your cello playing to the next level. You will find here 2 examples. Incorporate these in your daily practice and you'll see a significant improvement in your playing. So make sure to watch and learn. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you in the next one.